Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rocky Top Sports Report. My name is Carson Lowry.
And I'm Caitlin Gill, bringing you up to date on all things sports here on Rocky Top and across the leagues. A lot of exciting things to talk about. Carson, let's get started.
Let's do it. Last weekend, the Vols headed to Columbia for their final road game of the season against the Missouri Tigers. The Vols held their own for a while with a scoreless first quarter before Joe Milton found Dante Thornton in the end zone for a 46-yard touchdown pass. This touchdown was Thornton's first with the Vols, but he was injured on the play and has been ruled out for the rest of the season. Unfortunately for the Vols, this scoring play was their last one of the day. The Vols couldn't make it happen for the remainder of the game, despite 4 receptions each by wide receivers Ramel Keaton, Squirrel White, and Caleb Webb. The defense gave up 4 touchdowns and 3 field goals to the Tigers, resulting in a final score of 36-7. The Vols have now dropped 8 spots in the AP polls to number 21. Fans hope to see the Vols turn it around this weekend as they head back to Neyland Stadium to go head-to-head with number 1 ranked Georgia. This is a tough matchup for the Vols against the undefeated reigning national champions. Though the Vols have had their fair share of ups and downs this season, they are gearing up in an effort to get their first win against the Bulldogs since 2016.
I hope they can get it done. Week 10 of the NFL has been the best one yet. Russell Wilson's career has been resurrected, and with the win over the Bills, Broncos country is officially riding. C.J. Stroud has cemented his name in the NFL record books with his 356-yard performance in the win over the Bengals. Stroud has now recorded the 3rd most pass yards for any rookie in their first 9 starts with 2,699. And best of all, Josh Dobbs has overthrown Taylor Swift as the NFL sweetheart. The Pastronaut has pulled off one of the most incredible feats in NFL history, leading the Vikings in 2 straight wins, despite learning the plays and offensive scheme on the plane ride in Minneapolis. Gen Alpha was born too late for Tom Brady, too young for Joe Montana, but just in time for Josh Dobbs.
The Vols basketball team has started out hot this season with an undefeated record of 3-0, resulting in a high ranking on the AP polls coming in at number 7. Dalton Knecht, a transfer from Northern Colorado, started off his career at Tennessee on a high note by being named SEC Player of the Week after their matchup with Wisconsin in Madison. Knecht averaged 20.5 points, 4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists during the first 2 games of the season. Vols basketball faced off with Wofford on Tuesday, coming out on top with an 82-61 win. Redshirt freshman Freddie DeLeon faced a left foot injury during the first half, coming out for the second half with a boot on his foot. Dalton Knecht had another great game with the Vols, bringing in a team high of 18 points. The Vols are looking good as they head to Maui this Monday for the 40th annual Maui Invitational.
The number 15 Lady Vols were in action in Food City Center this week as well. A Rakia Jackson-less Tennessee took down Memphis in an 84-74 overtime win. Despite dishing out the turnover that forced overtime play, Sarah Puckett recorded a game-high and career-high 24 points, marking her 3rd double-digit scoring performance in a row. Jewel Spear continues to be a crucial pickup for Tennessee, running the floor and posting a double-double with 19 points and 12 rebounds. The Lady Vols will keep the ball in Knoxville, hosting Troy at 2 p.m. Eastern this Sunday. Now it's time for Double Takes, where we ask questions and both give our takes. First question, Carson. Night 3 of the NBA's first ever in-season tournament has wrapped up. Who do you see going to the tournament finals?
I'm going to take the Celtics versus the Nuggets in the in-season tournament championship. Small forward Jason Tatum has been leading the Celtics with some impressive stats of 28.4 points per game and 12 steals, while the Nuggets are being led by Serbian powerhouse Nikola Jokic, who is dominating this season with an average of 29.8 points per game. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you here. The defending champs steamrolled their opponents in spring and have showed no signs of a championship hangover, leading the league with a 9-2 record. For Boston, they are dominating the East. Their 2-headed pick-and-roll monster in Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis has become one of the most lethal duos in the NBA.
For the second question, Katie, with the college football regular season coming to an end, who will be the 4 teams that make it to the playoffs?
The final race for the college football playoffs has been nothing short of chaotic. Michigan is down a head coach for the remainder of the regular season. Georgia and Ohio have been scratching for the number 1 seed, and all of last week's top 8 teams won for the 2nd consecutive week in a row. This is going to be cutthroat, but I'm going to play it safe and take the 3 main players, Georgia, Ohio, and Michigan. And in my 4th spot, I'm going to take Washington because they have 3 ranked wins versus Florida State's 1.
I'm going to have to go with the current top 4 teams, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Florida State. Besides Florida State, these teams have been dominating college football for the past few years. With the upcoming Michigan and Ohio State matchup, I'm predicting it to remain a close game and both teams will remain in the top 4. But Washington is definitely a top contender.
Definitely. Third question, Carson. The Lady Vols are set to host the Troy Trojans Sunday. What are your predictions for the game?
Despite the Lady Vols still being down Rakia Jackson, I definitely think they will still dominate this game. With the Trojans being 0-2 this season, the Lady Vols should have no problem pulling out another win.
Let's hope. This will definitely be a nice breather for the Lady Vols. Coming off an exhausting overtime matchup with Memphis, the 0-2 Trojans should be an easy win for the Lady Vols that are still down Rakia Jackson. We have seen career best performances by Kaya Wynn, Caroline Strickland, and Sarah Puckett early on, but I'm still anxiously waiting for a Test Derby domination. I hope we get it on Sunday.
Me too. Well, that's all we have for this week's Rocky Top Sports Report. I'm Carson Lowry.
And I'm Caitlin Gill. As always, thanks for tuning in. Now it's time for Global News with Kyla and Clarissa. Go Vols!